Ladies and gentlemen, now today I'm pretty excited to finally be doing a Human Torch gameplay video, because for about 2 weeks now we've had like content creator program videos, some videos from people that got early access to Human Torch, but I must admit I've spoken to a few people about Human Torch, but nobody that's got him or got early access to him seems to be like super happy with the champion. He seems alright, he kind of seems in this position where he's like not the best character in the world, not the worst character. But yeah, I kind of took him up to rank 4 already, kind of maxed him out as a 3-star, because I wanted to play around with his mechanics a little bit, because he's got stuff like his Smolder and Incinerate in very specific ways that I think you ideally want to play the champion if you want to get the most out of him. So hopefully today, man, we're going to have a bit of fun. You know, the animations look badass, and I'm kind of just interested to get a bit of a deeper perspective and hands-on play for Human Torch to kind of, you know, form my opinion on this champion and kind of figure out where I believe he kind of sits within the current tier list and all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be quite fun, but we're going to do the standard 3-star test initially of taking this lad against Maestro. Now, before we get into that, just to quickly cover the team synergies that we're going to be using today, and for the 3-star one, we are missing like the Iceman synergy and also the Killmonger Cap Infinity War synergy that Human Torch does have as, I believe, a 4- and 5-star champion. So we've only got kind of the Thing synergy and also the Romance synergies of Medusa and Rogue there on the 3-star. But to show you what we're getting off Thing, so we're getting the last hit of the special 2 attack grants a Fury buff for 6 seconds. And this one will be increased by double if all champions of the synergy are present. So this is like a full Fantastic Four synergy. And I think with Human Torch, man, there's just going to be more and more stuff as the full set of the Fantastic Four is added. So, you know, maybe some buff room via the synergies potential there in the future, but also the Human Torch we'll start with 2 Smolder, which makes his temperature go down slower, and also his temperature increases faster while charging a heavy attack when a Thing is on the team as well. So in terms of the synergies, man, there's not a huge amount there, but we've got, you know, the 10% attack from Nick Fury, and also the you'll evade the first 3 unblocked hits. So there's a bit of a safety buff for having Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket, as well as the attack bonus there. So that's quite a nice little bonus for the team, man. Now, one of the very unique things about Human Torch is that he has a kind of first of its kind ability called Flame On, which is a pre-fight ability. So if you like double click on Human Torch here, you can activate it and you'll see Flame On. All of Human Torch's incinerates and Nova Flames. They last 2 seconds longer and deal plus 75% damage. So yeah, there's a lot more damage output when you've got this one active, but you have it as a persistent charge, so you consume that charge, and only via the awakened ability and also chance you can regain that charge back. So if you have to use it very tactfully, but I think this Hulk is a bit of a pain in the ass, man. There's nothing too difficult for the next few fights, so we're going to start off with the pre-fight ability, which again is going to make him a little bit better than you usually might expect from this champion. But we also want to use the heavy attack and try and get that in there as well, so we can get that temperature up, because the higher the temperature, the longer the incinerates last. So it's something there, but I think we need to try and throw out shortened combos when we can as well. There we go, man. But that was pretty crazy with a Flame On mode. That was a really good fight there. really good fight. So yeah, during his Flame On mode, he's a bit of a beast, man. He's a bit of a beast. I really enjoyed that fight. That was sick. But I've heard it's when you don't have the Flame On that he's not quite as attractive. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We do have the Thing synergy to slow our temperature down a little bit. Right, got some 3 combos there so we can get a ton of incinerates, but I do need to get that temperature up. But one way to do it as well is the special 2 actually has a fairly long stun. So if we go straight for that, kind of build up the power here, then fire this off. And if we charge straight into a heavy attack, get him up to max temperature. So then we're locked to max temperature for a bit. We can spam some shortened incinerate combos, and maybe that's going to hit pretty hard. So yeah. Oh, we entered Nova Flame as well there for a second. So yeah, you can see that fight. Nowhere near as quick, man. Nowhere near as quick as the first one, but still, you know, it wasn't the worst in the world. Certainly not at Diablo levels. boys. You know, we're a little bit above that when it comes to Human Torch. So that's always a an alright sign there. Right, let's go for those parry mediums. Don't know if like we're close to getting, what is it, capped on the temperature. If it's better to throw off special ones actually. We're a little bit closer there. Oh, we got Nova Flame as well. That's a good time. Definitely take that. Oh, sorted. Okay, that one wasn't as bad really with Captain America there. 33 hits. Yeah, it's alright. It's relatively fair. I think maybe one of the problems that Human Torch has is that I mean, it's the problem that a lot of champions have, that when it comes to the so-called God tier champions or beyond God tier champions in MCOC, there's just, you know, so much craziness, boys. So much craziness. Right, can we actually reverse Magic's Limbo here? And also Mystic Champions are great, because it's so much easier to enter stuff like Nova Flame. Because whenever you... what is it? Whenever you take, like, any blocked hit from a Mystic Champion, you get, like, 5 temperature. So it makes it, like, really, really easy to get up to 20 temperature there. So, you know, potentially he's a little bit good, a little bit aggressive against Mystic Champions. And just get a bit more temperature, which allows your Incinerates to last longer. Which means they can stack better and deal some more damage. Right, let's fire that off. I think those short on 3 combos are really what we're looking for most of the time. Right, let's go for it. Yeah, there's certainly a lot to manage with Human Torch, and I'm probably not playing into the absolute maximum potential. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a bit more to explore, man. I certainly haven't written off Human Torch yet. I feel like he's also really, really fun to play, man. Just that a lot of fire, a lot of debuffs going on, which does tend to make a champion a pretty good time. However, this symbiote has a very high chance to shrug off debuffs, so that might be a little bit annoying for Human Torch, but we'll just top him up here a little bit. I don't know if I'm just taking a bit too much block damage, man, but the health is being whittled down a fair bit. Or maybe I should have used Nova Flame on this one, actually. Yeah, potentially. However, I can get to the special 3. I think I'll do that against the symbiote. I didn't mean to use the what was it, heavy attack there. But the Quake Synergy saved my ass, man. Sorry, not the Quake Synergy, the Synergy with Ant-Man. With Ant-Man and Quake, actually. Let's see, once you have no temperature, boys, it's not too much hype going on, eh? But we'll use the special 3, get the Nova Flame. But I think, you know, this definitely isn't a champion that you can play a traditional way. You've definitely got to play Human Torch some very quirky ways if you want to get a fair bit out of him. That special 3 is badass, man. That's really, really cool. But skill champions and ones that shrug off debuffs are definitely not the best matchup by any standard for Human Torch. Yeah, I just need ways to get that temperature up. Maybe like we can kind of Quake style this. It's a bit too late to do it now. I'm just trying to think of like good ways to do it with like those. Maybe you can charge up Incinerate with the Nick Fury synergy at the start. You know, I don't know. We'll give it a go, man. We'll give it a go. Maybe on the we'll try on the Gamora matchup. Actually, might as well. I think we're going to save the Flame On ability for Maestro because we're probably going to need it there, lads. Probably going to need it there. Right, let's go. Yeah, see, Quake style, boys. Sorted. Got a bit of an evade there as well. Now we're at the max temperature. Have some beefy old Incinerates. Sorted, boys. There we go. That was a pretty good fight against Gamora, man. I don't know. I reckon that there's something to Human Torch, man. Something to Human Torch. I'd love to have this dude as a 5 or a 6 star just for testing purposes. But I don't know, man. There's got to be some combos out there which are pretty nasty when it comes to this lad. So yeah, let's go for heavy attack if we can. Let's get max temperature. Perfect. I mean, this AI is fantastic for playing into my awful cheese strategy here. Let's go. That's going to get us to 20 as well. Give us Nova Flame. Yeah, boy. Sick. That's in it. Maybe the Nick Fury synergy, man. It's got to be the key. Spam special 1. We can stay in a Nova Flame-ish form. That's pretty good. Need to keep the aggressive play up though. So we lose out on that glorious incinerate. Yeah, that was fairly decent, man. Not a bad try at all. 42 for Arc Overload Iron Man. I mean, it's a good performance for a 3-star champion. So yeah, not too bad, man. We didn't even have the flame on there. So yeah, all right. I'm excited to like flame on and just see if we can tear through Maestro here today. But I must admit, I'm liking a Human Torch so far. Getting into it a little bit more, and I feel like this Synergies may be a fantastic buffer as well. I don't think I want to. Do I want to risk it? Maybe I want to risk it on Maestro for a bit of fun. There we go, boys. 9 stacks of Incinerate. He's short on 3 combos, though. Dap this man up with as many Incinerates as possible. Yeah, get some Nova Flame. Let's go, mate. Let's go. Sorted. Wow, that was a really good fight, man. 31 hits. I don't know if I'm just having too much fun with this champion's animations, but he's doing some alright lifting, man. Alright lifting. Right, let's go for Maestro. So let's get a Human Torch healed up a little bit here. Just so hopefully we can have a fairly decent performance. And let's go for heavy attack right at the start. Just so we can... Okay, right, so we're down to 1 emergency evade here. Don't know if we want to... Oh no, I forgot to flame on, didn't I? Oh, what an absolute mug. Right. Well, this is a way of testing whether or not he's going to be decently viable without flame on. But just keep in mind that on a mission like this, I assume you'd want to use that flame on ability. Alright, let's go for that, mate. Let's go for this just so we can yeah, I mean, it's definitely like, because Maestro is always a good fight to do, because it always, like, is a little bit more of a stressful fight than everything else in that path. And it really kind of highlights, like, how practical champions are to play under stress. And I think Human Torch, I don't know, man, he's definitely got some very, like, quirky ways that you need to play him, and a lot to manage, so... I still don't think he's the absolute worst champion that I've played, but he's still not like, you know, a champion that I've picked up and been like, whoa, this dude's absolutely beyond ridiculous, insane. However, I do want to bring him into a little bit of Uncollected now. So I found a fairly nice path, I think in Chapter 2, I think it's the Safety in Numbers one. Where we can test them out against some slightly more beefy enemies. So we've got some almost 10k opponents here that I think are going to be some fairly nice matchups for Human Torch. Just see if we can push him a little bit further. So I think we're going to start the first one, man. I can't believe I forgot to use the pre-fight ability against Maestro. I feel like it would have probably been about half the hits if I did so there. But let's activate it against, what is it, Miss Marvel here. And see what we can do, man, because I'm having a fun time so far. I'm having a lot more fun than I expected I would today. So that's always a fairly decent start. Right, so we've got the temperature up for the Nova Flames. Let's go for that, boys. Go for that. We've got a bit of a temperature lock, so we can get in a 3 combo here. And then try and get off the heavy on this one. I'll max out our temperature. Ooh, not bad, man. Not bad in his Flame On form. Absolutely obliterated that Captain Marvel there. That was a sick fight, man. 42 hits. He's so much fun to play in that Flame On form as well, just because you've got so much more oomph behind your attacks. So yeah, that was a great time. But now we've got Superior Iron Man as well. So one of the good things is Human Torch can shut down regeneration with his what is it, Incinerate effects. So we've already fought Iron Man, and really I just didn't notice any regeneration during that fight at all. Oh yeah, I need to get that Incinerate up. So let's go for the heavy attack charge here. Get the auto. That's such a good little synergy, man. I didn't even think about the like charging heavy attack mechanic, functionality and interaction with the Nick Fury synergy. But it is a sick one, man. It's working out quite well for us today. Right, let's fire that off, mate. Wish the general incinerates lasted, you know, a little bit longer, man. That'd be nice. But it's nice to have like 9 up. I've never seen it go past like 9 for more than a few seconds, though. Right, we've completely blocked out the regeneration as well with his incinerate. So yeah, that was a great time, man. He's doing quite well against that was only 55 hits, so that was only a little bit more than the previous fight as well. Yeah, not too bad, man. He's doing quite well against these Uncollected level opponents so far. Which again, it's a fair punch up for a 3-star champion to use. So I'm enjoying it, man. I'm actually having a lot more fun today than I thought I would. But the animations, man, he is really, really fun to play just with all this fire. Oh yeah, I forgot to charge the heavy, man. Okay, right, let's do it now. There we go. Cheeky little heavy counter there. Let's go for that. Should maybe wait another combo. It's fine. We got plenty of power, mate. Plenty of power. I actually love this Nick Fury Ant-Man / Quake synergy, though. It's proven to be, like, so incredibly useful today. Right. Oh, did I get clipped there? Okay, I did, but the evade, the evade synergy saved me. It's really good for like all these super like risky heavy attacks that I'm trying to like weave in. It's a great time, man. Great time, working out really well. There we go, bit of Nova Flame as well. That's how we get it, boys. That's how we get it. There we go. Nebula's down. 64 hits. Yeah, it's not the worst damage output in the world, man. Right, we've got a bit of Venom Pool next. So let's go on to that. And then we've got Guillotine as well, who hopefully should be a really, really good matchup. So let's see what we can do. Single champion, let's take him up a little bit more. There we go, mate. We should be good. Oh, should I have used the flame on for... I guess we didn't need to worry about it on Venom Pool. Save it for another fight. We probably don't need to worry about it on Guillotine either, actually. Okay, that works. Bit jammy, boys. Bit jammy, but, you know, it works. So we'll take it, man. We'll take it. Yeah, I think with this method as well, there just doesn't seem to be a whole lot of point, because you can just sustain the temperature really, really high at 20, you know, 15 to 20 all the time if you're playing fairly aggressively. There doesn't seem to be too much point to use anything else other than the Special 1 and Special 3. But I might be incorrect, man. Again, this is only my first time, like, properly sitting down to play Human Torch, so... Could always be missing stuff, boys. Always be missing stuff. Right, if we get parry, heavy attack, that should take us to max temperature. Oh no, he's got unstoppable. It's well annoying, mate. Reminiscent of Labyrinth of Legends, Venom Ball, where you just never usually see like any of his buffs, man. But that was 58 hits. Again, not too bad for like 40,000 health on a 3-star champion. If you're a new player, man, you get Human Torch early on, he's certainly going to do a relatively fair amount of lifting. So let's move on to the Guillotine matchup. We'll heal him up a little bit more as well. I also want to check out his block proficiency. Just really quickly, I don't know if it's just like me taking a few too many blocked hits, or maybe it's like the power level of the champions as well, because he only is a 3-star at the end of the day. But I just feel like his block proficiency is a little bit low. Yeah, it's a little bit lower actually. I thought it was, because usually most male champions have about 64%, whereas his is a couple of percent lower, which means a fair bit more damage is like seeping through the block, which is a little bit annoying, man. Again, it's not the worst, most game-breaking thing in the world. It's just something that Human Torch, already having disadvantages over Void and Cap Infinity War, it's just something that he didn't really need. So yeah, there's that, boys. There's that. Right, that's straight to... Oh, I guess we didn't need to worry too much in this one about charging up the temperature. I think for this one, just because Guillotine's Mystic, like, there's more value off the Special 2 here. So let's go for that. Come on, Guillotine. Yeah! Oh, that was a sick fight, mate. That was a sick fight. That was really, really fun, man. Oh, wow. 36 hits. Yeah, I'll take that, man. Definitely a fantastic advantage in there. What is it? The matchups of Mystic champions there. Emma Frost. I'm not really too sure this one's going to work out too well, just considering she's Incinerate immune most of the time. But we'll see what happens. Right, I think I need to charge the heavy attack. Did we dodge that or absorb it, or Power Sting for a little bit here? Yeah, there we go. Well, you know, we won that matchup, guys. We got it down. I should have used my flame on, dude. That would have been such a. I keep on forgetting that he has this flame on mode. Oh, dude, I'm such a dumbass, man. But maybe we need the flame on for Hela. Maybe that's gonna be. Gosh, I imagine this fight's gonna suck. We'll give it a go, man. We'll give it a go. But yeah, I got low hopes for this one, boys. Very low hopes for this one, just because Hela has this super annoying unstoppable like all of the time. But if we can get this Hela down with 3-star, it's gonna be a bloody miracle. It's gonna be a bloody miracle. But we'll see what happens, boys. We'll see what happens. Right. Okay. We got unstoppable right at the start. So let's go. Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Probably want the special 2 on this. Actually, do we want the special 2? No, let's go special 1, man. We want to keep that max temperature going. So much fun, lads. I guess, you know, we got the ability to get off 2 mediums in any in any parry. Oh no, maybe a bit risky, man. Okay, the evade saved my ass there. Bro, we're getting so much value out of this synergy. I love it. Right. Come on, flame on. Oh no, I'm just. Oh, I mean, he's put a valiant effort so far. Let's see how far we can take this though. Oh man. Oh no. Guys, that was a good try. That was a really, really good try. For I've had like worse tries of 5-star champions there. So yeah, overall, I must admit, like I tried to go into this video with a clear mind, but I was like a little bit like, oh, I feel like Human Torch is going to be a little bit ass beforehand. But I really enjoyed the gameplay today, man. It was really, really fun. I don't think he sucks that much, and I feel like I'm playing him slightly different to how other people have played him, and playing him in that way of getting him to 20 temperature, spamming the special 1, actually like makes his damage output fairly decent. Again, I don't think it's the absolute best out there, but it's certainly not the absolute worst. I think when played correctly, I'm getting a very kind of like high demigod vibe, maybe low demigod vibe there, but he's also a little bit hard to tier as well because of his you know, persistent charge mechanic, where for one fight he gains like pretty much double damage. So yeah, I don't know, man. I really enjoyed today's video. I'm going to keep a very open mind about Human Torch. I would love a 5 or 6-star version of this champion to do a little bit more testing. But also, I'm very interested to get your thoughts. What did you think of the gameplay today? Do you think Human Torch has some untapped potential? Where do you think this champion falls in the current Marvel Contest of Champions tier list? Let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.